the company that you have, like Orchestral Tools and everything. Okay, that's like, how did you get there? Like, how did you start? Tell me the story that goes from zero to Metropolis Ark 1.
I would say exactly like you, just by composing music and stuff. And I missed a tool to create realistic string runs. And I had an idea how to solve this. And we had just a little bit time left after a recording session. And
what studio was that?
We went to Belarus,
Okay.
studio there. And we also planned originally to do Berlin Woodwinds in Belarus as well, but
then you couldn't call it Berlin Woodwinds.
That would have, yeah. I mean, we like good point. We changed the name, but they closed the complete studio. Then we moved to Berlin because we thought, okay, probably there is the studio which I know from the Altiverb plugin.
Yeah. This is the.
Yeah, that's the.
It's from, okay, I didn't know that.
They used it a lot in my compositions and stuff, and I thought, okay, probably we can call them, and that was our first project here in Italics with Berlin Woodwinds.
And how did you feel throughout this whole process? Because like it feels like this kind of flow that happened. Yeah. Starting from some string runs to something like this. But how did you feel like? Yeah, I want to do something big or something, or were you like, oh, I'm just curious, let's see where this goes?
Just curious all the time. And I mean, you just do one step after another one. That's where ideas get born.
When you start making music, the only predicator to success into writing that track is how good you're feeling. Mm-hmm. So if you're using instruments that make you feel like a badass, you're going to be way more inspired. Yeah. Like Metropolis Ark 1, I don't have to tweak it infinitely to make it sound great,
And you look like a power user of Metropolis Ark 1.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Like nearly every video I saw, you're telling, this is Metropolis Ark 1, and I thought, I just
love it so much, and maybe people think that you pay me or something, but we haven't even talked until now. It's like, I just love it so much. I haven't tried the 2, 3, and 4 and stuff, but the one for my sound, because I like to write this kind of orchestral music that is like too loud to be allowed. I remember the first time I opened it, I opened the low strings patch, which I don't know, Hendrik, Schwarzer, I don't know what it's called, I don't remember.
We can kind of try to tell you how to pronounce it like properly in German.
Do you know the name of low strings patch?
Isn't it like something like Finkenstein?
Wolfenstein strings.
Oh yeah, you know.
What's the story behind the names, by the way?
We picked the names from the streets around the Telex studio.
Yeah. Oh. And really directly here. I mean, even the studio
we're here at the Finkenstein street, so Telex is at the Finkenstein street. And we also have Finkenstein street. So,
nice. That's great.
And those names here around the studio really fit perfectly into the Metropolis concept.
They sound like threatening, like Finkenstein. I opened that one and I pressed the lowest note on sustain. It sounded like nothing I ever heard in my life before. Like, okay, I bought the right one, So ever since trying that library, I kept on using it because it just sounds so good without me having to do lots of mixing and stuff.
And sometimes we have those blurred articulations, for example, which you can use to create fast runs or.
I love those.
Yeah,
I tried it once. When I was live streaming and I was writing this like 7/4 or 7 like weird odd time signature horror track.
Yeah.
And someone said, hey, why don't you try the blur articulation? I never used it. And I tried to do like fast passage. It sounded like Satan was into my computer. It was so good, man. I loved it. There's some developers that I cannot say I trust very well because sometimes they focus on making everything look cooler and everything, like beautiful graphic user interface, awesome traders. Then you buy the library and it sounds like crap. But I never had that with Orchestral Tools. And I like the fact your libraries look very minimal. It sounds as if you're just focusing on the sound. So that, for me, it gives me trust in your brand.
That's great. Thank you very much for that feedback.